Why should humanity care about viruses? There's a lot of them in even as small an amount as a thimble worth of seawater. You've got more viruses in there than you have humans on this planet. Are humans viruses? Can you think about humans and Earth as viruses? You have humans on Earth are using up all of the resources of this particular planet. What happens? They use up those resources, they go and find somewhere else.
Some of the work that people like Dr. Stedman are doing that's very useful, they're working in environments that are not very friendly to most of life. It's very helpful if we can be using materials that will withstand the harsh environments, because then we can use those as means of purifying the reagents that we want to inject into people.
What we're really interested in doing is looking at how the virus is actually interacting with the cell. And so when the virus comes in and does an infection, what it needs to do is open up its structure, that metastable state, in order to be able to release its genome into this host cell that it gets into, and then make more virus particles. So we're really interested in this first step. Viruses kind of get a bad rap. Everybody thinks viruses are bad. Well, it turns out viruses are great. If there weren't viruses on this planet, we wouldn't exist. Some people think that actually it was viruses that invented DNA in the first place. And that is a really fascinating kind of hypothesis to think about. Hi, I'm Ken Stedman from the Center for Life in Extreme Environments at Portland State University, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about The Edge of Life, the film that I'm actually putting together on the amazing universe of viruses and how they fit into it. I'm a biology professor here at Portland State University, and I got really interested in viruses when I was actually working more on biochemistry than actually the viruses themselves. How did I get involved in this project in the first place? The way that I actually got involved was at a holiday party of the Radiation and Medicine Department at Oregon Health Sciences University, where my wife works. And while I was there, I ran into Rod, of all places, in the buffet line, and he noticed this brooch that I was wearing.
And we're standing there in line, and there's this guy in front of me, and he looks kind of like a haggard hippie type of a look, but he's wearing a tweed jacket, and he looked like a friendly fellow. And I noticed that there was some sort of a stick pin or something on his lapel,
which was made by my mother-in-law, and it's actually of a virus that I found when I was doing research in Yellowstone National Park. And this particular virus is a great example of how you can find really brand new viruses just in looking in some of these extreme environments. And so that was really the connection and how we got started on working on this film, particularly in terms of how viruses really fit into the universe that we know of. There are absolutely amazing numbers of them, and they're now being used for basically all gene therapy. The cutting edge of medicine is actually viruses, and the viruses, how you can actually use them to treat diseases like cancer, like AIDS. And so now we're trying to put together this film in order to get that message out, get that message across, how important viruses are for you, for me, for everybody. So far we've been able to actually get some great footage based on things that we did in Lassen Volcanic National Park, some stuff that we've done here at Portland State University. There's some great shorts that we have so far, some great clips. You can see them on our website, but we really need to take that next step. We need to move on and collect enough resources to be able to move to make this a whole project, get that project to completion, and move it forward. And so that's really where we could use your help. We're going to be able to offer you, our Kickstarter contributors, some really exciting things. I think the most exciting to me is we'll actually be able to give you a vial, probably about this big, which we will guarantee to you has 1 million or more extreme viruses in it. We're really looking forward to working together with you on what I think is this extremely exciting project.
We're hoping that this documentary will be able to reach millions and millions of people around the world. And I don't know what else I can babble on about.